say now you just got to be careful with that thing, and if you get off it, then you try and lose weight, you drop it like it's going out of fashion. This is all fucked up. What's his name?
Whew. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the stream. So, the reason I haven't been streaming in a bit is because, well, we had a whole thing with Easter. And, yeah, I'll get into it more. I'll be back.
No. You can't make me. I'm a grown adult.
Is it too late?
No, do whatever you want. Hey, what up, Firefox? What's going on? Okay, as I said, like, I didn't stream for a bit because it was Easter. And on Monday and Tuesday, I had a few things here to do. But today we are back. We are going to be making some nice sausage rolls or sausage pies with roasted potatoes, a nice delicious gravy, and some sauteed green peas and all that. So the first thing we need to do is get these potatoes in like as soon as possible. First thing we're going to do though is just remove this over here. Okay, so basically all you need is this. You take a bowl, microwave resistant. Now today we are not using the oven at all. I'm going to show you on how you can save up on electricity if you're living in South Africa or wherever in the world, but still be able to make food. So we're going to be using our gas stove, we're going to be using a microwave, and an air fryer. The stove, not going to be used at all. Now, first we got to do is get these potatoes ready. Let me grab my fork. Where is said fork? Here it is. First thing we need to do is we need to poke some holes in here. Ooh. It's gonna get a real kinky.
Oh,
I'm joking.
God. What is he talking about?
He's talking about Zorona.
What does that thing want again?
My brother is in the background, ladies and gentlemen.
What
He's
happened
just
to
doing
your
his own
face?
Alright, we just need to poke a few holes,
What do you
because
mean?
that will bring in ventilation, and also they won't explode in
I know, that's a
the
normal
microwave.
fucking thing.
What we making? Hey, what up, Clayton? Today we are making sausage pies or sausage rolls. We're a side of crispy potatoes, green peas, and a nice delicious beef gravy. Yeah, now I got to speak in my bloody South African accent. Why am I going like beef gravy? Oh yeah. Smoking. Alright. Nearly done over here. We just gotta poke a few more holes. We don't want to poke ourselves though. These are just to basically ventilate it so they don't explode. Hey Zero. I'm gonna say Zero. Can you friend me Roblox?
You dress with poverty.
Can you friend me Roblox? No man, I can't. I don't play Roblox. There you go.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm fixing my old shorts.
Gonna
'cause
cut
I
off
moved
any
on.
impurities, because what we're going to do is after they are soft, we're going to basically
It's not
crush
my fault
them,
you spend your
cover
money
them in
on
oil and
supermarket
salt,
like
and then
yours.
throw them in the
I
air
have
fryer
not
to
used
crisp
it.
up.
It's not my problem. Trying to look so fancy, meanwhile you look like a 20-cent lady.
What are you doing?
The fucking string fell into the damn hole, okay? I'm trying to fetch the string so that these don't fall off.
Do not ask what's going on in the background. Why? Okay. Why you making food?
Why?
Because food is
I
food.
have to fix shit.
Food is for
Yeah.
survival. Food is for
And
deliciousness.
this weekend,
Clean
Why?
this weekend, my car was
You ask that like, why food? Why sustenance? Why?
You see that one?
Why?
White privilege, right?
What's a white
There you go.
When don't I know
We're
for
nearly
shit?
done.
When
I just
are you
have
ladies
to.
going to get this? It's my main objective in life is to give shit. Why are you making her watch me put on my fucking string? No, my string.
You know, in the background, it sounds so wrong, right? It sounds so wrong, and I love it. Hey, Alex, what's going on, man?
Yeah, don't show her this fucking thing. What's wrong with you?
Alright, we got a few more potatoes. Few more potatoes. The Springbokker, yeah, man, the
It's not
Springbokker.
easy losing weight, okay? Things fall off.
The champions all around the world, man. They beat, you know, here's the thing, you know what's hilarious? The British created rugby, soccer, and cricket. All three of them suck at their own sport, while the rest of the world rocks at it. I mean, you get rugby, which is the two mains are the All Blacks, New Zealand, and then the Springbokker, South Africa. Then you get cricket, that's mostly to the West Indies. Well, not the West Indies. I barely watch cricket, to be honest. And soccer, mostly maybe Argentina. I'm not sure. I know there's Manchester United and all of that, but you know. Alright, we're nearly done over here. You live in South Africa. Yeah, I live in South Africa, my boo. My China. Just my accent is very, very messed up.
Take chances by peeing on the seat floor.
Oh yeah, that's my dogs still don't understand what's the difference between outside and inside. They want to do their business inside but not go outside. I Okay, got another impurity out. Right, where did everybody go? There you go. Now the thing that we need to do is just put about 2 tablespoons of water in here so it can do the process properly. So about, what am I doing? Right. Always have measuring cups. There you go. 2 tablespoons, and now we're going to cover this in a clean wrap, but poke a few holes. Again, ventilation. This will basically give the effect of steaming. We want to steam them. We're going to do this for about 4 to 6 minutes. It's not going to take that long, and then we're going to mash them into a nice oven pan, and then we're going to throw it in the air fryer. Dr. Whit Rabbit. You dude, it's oh, hey Scully, what's going on, man? know it's you, man. I'm just like getting everything done, but welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to my insanity. I'm gonna start sounding like Cortex from Crash Bandicoot. Oh, the Bandicoot.
What's it called?
I'm going to be in front of hot things. No, I'm not going to be cold. Alright, and then we're going to take these and put them in the microwave for six minutes. Just for 6 minutes. Again, we want to create a bit of a bit of a ventilation to it and everything. Now, the next thing we need to do is the mince, which is going to go into the pie. Now, I'm going to be using something I have never used before. It is known as a shallot. I actually found these. I continuously see YouTube cooking channels use it. I see a lot of like Unsorted and that, but I've never used a shallot before. But I've tasted it. It just tastes like an onion, but we're going to see if it brings more flavor to this. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to sear this, basically soften it a bit, and then we're going to add it to the mince, wrap it into a basically a sausage shape, and then we're going to just sear the sides, and then we're going to put it in the pastry. This makes sure that the pastry won't get too soft. Plus, the mince won't go dry. Now, usually I would first cook the mince first and then add and then throw it into the pastry. But if I'm going I want to do a sausage roll properly. Plus, if you cook it, you're not going to get a sausage. You're going to get a mince pie, which is also delicious. But specifically, I want a mince pie. Okay? I can say these shallots actually cut very, very, very well. I don't need to worry about small bits. It's already small. Wow, that sounded very wrong and very fast. So guys, please talk among yourselves. Ask me questions if you want. I have no problem. It can be food related, video game related. You can ask me about my life. Not too much of my life. I'd like to keep most of it private. Please respect that. Alright. Basically have enough over here. And we're gonna just heat up over here. Let's get Big Bertha! We're gonna heat her up quickly. As I said, we're gonna be using gas as the way to just cook. We're also gonna use this when we make the gravy. But our main items is at third the microwave. Then it's gonna be the air fryer. Those are the only two that are taking electricity. I think we need to cook together one day. I have no problem with that, man. I have no problem with that. Not an issue with that at all. Alright, let's get some oil. We need just a bit of oil. We do not need these to burn. I call this Smoky Jake. It is... I'm fine. That slipped out for some reason. I don't know how that would explode, but okay. Okay. Again, we're just going to cook them until they're slightly translucent and soft. Then we're going to take them out, throw them into a paper plate to absorb the rest of the oil. Then we're going to mix it into our mince, which we're going to spice and everything. Believe me, if I had my own cookery, like a burger shop or anything, I'd do well. Sadly, I don't have money for that.
world record, and we need to find out why. We will be attempting our own version, digging into the backstory and
Now we have these guys trying to make the most expensive. Hey, what up, Tam? What's going on? Tam Banana. Tam Banana.
So firstly, what are we up to? So let's talk about that.
Okay,
We've got several
turn that off. Yeah. Gonna turn that off. Looks like it's very translucent. The thing I've noted about shallots, it cooks faster than an onion, which I like. Oh, dude, I was so far behind. Haha, note to self, don't play on PC while watching you. It's alright, man. It's alright, don't worry. Alright. It's not a problem, man. Same thing happened to me. What, in fact, in one of my actual starting of gaming streams, where I'm doing a horror game, for some reason people said that the game was jittering. Like, it was jumping around and everything. I can't stop that. I've never had that issue, and I can't really fix that issue while it's not live, because, well, it only happens when I'm live. But I also do gaming, which is going to happen tomorrow. We're getting back into the horror, even though I cannot get that woman's face out of my eyes. I love your content. It's so funny. Thank you, Tam. Only saw you great. Only saw you great. Now, greet me. Oh, great. You said great. I read that wrong. Greet. No problem, man. That's what happens. Yeah, OBS does that. It does that. Alright, let's check our potatoes.
You learn something new every day.
Ow! It smells cooked. I don't want to burn, so...
Very malleable, very delicious.
Shit. Yeah, this is what happens in the stream. I do stupid things and I forget to put things away. It's not a problem, man. Everybody, it's not an issue. I would never have an issue with that, man. It happens. That's what OBS does. Alright. Okay, these are still hard as rocks. So we're throwing them back in for another 6 minutes. I think let's throw it in for 12. We want to get them as super soft as possible.
The Bejeweled chocolate dessert, created in 2011 by chef Mark Guibert, was designed as a promotional piece to draw attention to the Lindith Howe Country House Hotel in Cumbria in the UK. It was a luxury statement piece crafted to generate media buzz, showcase culinary artistry, and attract high-end clientele.
We're going to do it for about 12 more minutes. Again, it's my first time doing that, so, you know, new things happen in that. Okay, now the thing is, now we need to... Now with that cooked... What do you guys think? Should we start with the gravy first? Or should we do, No, let's do this first. We're going to basically just wrap everything. And once the potatoes are finally done, then we can actually, well, start with the proper cooking process.
Melt the chocolate over a plain meringue. I bought your chocolate egg, all you need to do is halve it.
Okay,
It's cracked. It's cracked. This bit, everything over it.
Alright, throw that in.
The whole thing is...
Yeah, the bowl is small, but doesn't matter. This is just the mixing bowl. The thing is, you could also make yourself mini ones. But I like the big ones, so I think in fact, there might be enough to make mini sausage rolls. What do you think, Mom? Would you be into a mini sausage roll? Okay. So with that, then we add some of this. Now the thing is, here in South Africa, if you're already South African, you already know, but if you're from another country, with us you can buy sausage rolls, like cocktail sausage rolls, but to be honest, they're quite pricey. When you can buy the same amount of meat, and you can basically make the same thing. for cheaper and better. Because the problem is a lot of them, they don't put enough meat and it's quite small. Me, I'm going to make them like cocktails. Not like super small, but small enough that it only takes like 3 bites and you're done. Because it's going to have some lacquer sides to it, so yeah. Okay, there you go. And plus with the shallots that are inside of this meat, it's going to bring lots and lots of flavor. Alright, take the shallots. Take all the rest of it, throw it in, and mix. With that, we're going to also grab some spices, some delicious spices for our cocktails. Okay, add a bit of Worcestershire. This is a bit of a wet one, plus Worcestershire is absolutely divine. Obviously, you don't do this without salt. It's meat. You have to flavor your meats. Add your salt. If you don't add your salt, you're not flavoring anything. Some pepper. Some MSG. You know what? I will fight anyone. Anyone who tells me MSG is unhealthy, I will find you. I will find you! Don't you dare speak blasphemy! I'm joking, but seriously, the thing about MSG, anything can be unhealthy if you have it in too much quantities. Do you know if you eat too many apples whole, as in seeds and all, you would actually suffer from cyanide poisoning? No joke. An apple's seed has a small amount of cyanide in it that if you eat too much, you will. Well, I think you already know. There you go. Look at that. Look at that seasoned meat. Seasoned. You can also with this make burgers, because the thing is, a lot of people who add onions to burgers, they don't think to themselves, the onion's not gonna cook and it's gonna get raw. I've seen this on like cooking shows, like here in South Africa with Braai Masters and everything. Cook your onions first, then put it in the meat, if you're gonna do that. Or you could do the American style, which you take the onions as the burger's there, and you place it on top of the burger, then when you and squish it, like you squish it in, and then you flip it, because then all the meat and the flavors are going in the onion, and the onion's flavors are going in the meat. I've tried it. It's divine. Hell, when I hit 4,000 subscribers, I'll do that. I'll show you how to do it. But look at that. Give it a good slap. Oh, that is good. Sorry, that was a bit cringe, but hey, you know, who knows? Who knows? It's fine, that's beef stock. That's flavor. Okay, so with that done, put it back in there. Wash our hands. We have washable water here, so do not worry. I'm not using sewage water.
Oh, terrible, Jay. Yeah, we might actually do this.
There you go. It's been washed, soap and water, clean, can be used for other things. Now, puff pastry. Now, this is the cheap puff pastry. What do I mean by cheap? Well, the more expensive ones are made with butter. And the thing is, making it yourself is even more expensive. Which I don't really think so, but I could be wrong. But the puff pastries that I have here, the cheap ones are using oil, not butter. Which still does the job. I mean, most pastry shops here in South Africa use the oil type puff pastry. Because it's not only cheap, but still gives you the same feel and the same flavor. I don't care what anybody says, it's the same. Alright, yeah, this one has been defrosting, and let me just say it's soft, but that's good. That means molding. It can mold. We can mold it. We can mold it to the catch of Zeus. That had a lot of emphasis to it. I still do not understand when it comes to Zeus. I just don't. Alright, we're gonna actually keep this right here, the blue wrap on. Not when it's cooking, don't worry, we're not doing that. That nasty. It'd be nasty if we do that. We're just basically going to keep it on so it basically doesn't stick to everything. Unless we basically just move this. So basically we're gonna cut this a bit. We're going to basically be we're gonna be like an emo person. Cut. Joke. If you're offended, not my issue. I'm here to make dark jokes and make good food. You have a problem with that? Meh.
No, you missed the middle, but now don't touch it.
Okay. Again, I could make the bigger ones, but my mother, she doesn't eat a lot, and I actually want her to finish one. The thing is, no, don't worry, no, I'm not starving my mother. Don't put that. Don't send me the CPS. Okay? My mother, because of her medication, can barely eat, but I want to make something where she can still enjoy it, but it's bite size. But this one is going to be good. It's about 3 bites. So about taking like one of these, flattening it out more, and then cutting it into 3, and then you just stuff them. That is a sausage roll. Would you like that, Mother? Mother gives a thumbs up. All right. Mother, do you think I should do this with the cooking process? Cook it a bit, like sear it and then throw it in, or would you like me to just stuff it in raw? It's interesting. I'm at a dilemma. Because the thing is, doing it like searing it a bit stops it from... It cooks it a bit, but then make sure. But that usually goes to a beef Wellington. Mince, on the other hand, it has the process of cooking all the way through. And we're just going to okay, so basically, we're going to sear a bit, then stuff it in. We're going to do that. We're going to do the original plan. That's part of our plan! Here you go. We're just gonna have it. This is the weirdest. I've never used this type of rolling pin. I'm usually with me doing the movements, not it moving automatically. Not automatically. It's not AI, which by the way, AI, screw itself. What I'm saying is it's like on a roller, which it irks me a bit because I like the process of basically crushing this myself. It's how you say, what's the word? It's helpful when you're in the process of being angry with the wall. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Hi, Guana, stop sticking! It's sticking! Stop sticking! Okay, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna first coat that a bit. And then roll it out again. Okay.
So for the layers, we're going to cover the outside in a really gorgeous dark chocolate glossy
Okay.
soft and silky. We'll spread that round. And then that's
Alright. So it's good enough. So we're gonna turn this on quickly. Again, we're just gonna sear it a bit. So we take a bit here. I think that much will do. And whatever's left, the person can just make a burger or something. Alright, let's add just a bit more. We want this to be big enough, but not too big. So basically, like a mini, it's a mini sausage roll.
It's got more pictures in the original one. Yeah, it's got
So basically,
I think we just need to get
one like this, like a nugget.
It's a 1% wonder.
We're gonna check on that now. But first, we're going to experiment here.
What point do I reckon to now to see?
Oh, that reminds me.
Hello, that's what you should do. Hello. Evers and I have been busy all day making our 1% wonders.
Grabbing a paper plate. Don't worry, hands did not cause any issues.
This is our take on the world's most expensive dessert.
I've got lots of questions. I'm guessing there's some sort of story to this, because I don't understand the egg, the square and the roses, and the gold.
There we go.
Right. Come on, guys. If you have any questions to that, speak.
Speak. Speak your mind. Do not be silent.
Okay.
So we thought we wanted to try and beat it. Could we make something that replicated the flavours and the elements of the dish? Maybe improve it? Before you dig in, there is one Hannah, are you able to...
Alright, that nice sear. Nice sear. Alright, let's go and check on these quickly. Woo! It worked! My fork went right through it. So basically 16 minutes.
£22,000 is that the hotel found...
Okay, I'm gonna sear this just a bit more. Again, we're just giving it a light sear. A light sear. Listen, you donkeys. I'm being cringe. I do apologize.
It's a full 52 carat radiant. It's an E color, not the S1 clarity, and it's set into 18 carat yellow gold.
And just out of interest, if we were to come to the jeweller's and buy it, what's the retail value?
Retail value for
Ow,
this
sorry.
is
Ah!
£90,000.
90,000 So would you, in your professionalism,
Alright, I think that's seared enough.
this is now probably...
We can take this, set it on, turn this off quickly. Cool thing about the gas stove, turn it off whenever you want.
Do you want to explain the dessert itself?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've got layers of almond jacon sponge, we've got champagne jelly, we've got strawberry caviar, gold leaf, and we've got beautiful chocolate roses. All
Alright,
set on a fabulous
and then you take another bit,
And
which is not.
if you account for all of those ingredients,
Alright.
and Jamie and my time, we think this now values
Time!
£90,083.
Well done. Honestly, I couldn't think of anything more ridiculous. I love that so much.
Actually, this is what happens in a stream. Everything is dear macaw. Everything is dear macaw, and I don't know what I'm doing. So we're gonna put that to the side. Very much to the side.
That was worthless. Caviar.
Okay, so that works. We're gonna put that to the side.
Oh, sorry, that was it.
Hi. My sister-in-law is looking at me like I'm a crazy person.
Does it taste any good?
That is absolutely.
I know it is. Believe me, I feel it myself. Okay, so those potatoes are soft, like really soft. It works. So not 6 minutes as they said, but I think they're meaning to more bigger potatoes, I believe. I'm not sure. But it wasn't 4 to 6 minutes, it was 16 minutes. Alright, that's finally done. Now, you can take these, lay them on. There you go. They're not fully cooked.
Pretend it's that thing.
That feels like
And that
Well,
toy.
if somebody wants to buy our dessert, then, well, we can officially have the world's most expensive dessert.
It's a bit of technicality.
I used it.
Flippin' hell. Sorry. Bloody thing
to
ball.
Hannah and Daniel Christopher Jewelry for supplying us with the ring. You can get all the information.
There you go. Gonna have to flatten this again. I should just call myself the crazy chef. Okay, we're just gonna do this. Take small bits. Quickly flatten them as much as we can. Okay. Shit. Sorry, I am being all over the place. I'm all over the place. Baby.
It's just phenomenal. However, butter has a very unique flavor. And whenever you go to a movie,
And that torque.
the popcorn there is just different. And that's because instead of using regular butter, they use this ingredient.
Okay.
Movie theater butter. It is an oil that sticks to the popcorn and just makes it better. It also has that unique smell that when you walk into a movie theater, you know you're there. And that got me thinking, since
Okay,
this is
we're gonna flatten this.
what would happen if we soak steaks even for a very long time? As
Oh,
this is
Guga,
exactly what
don't.
we're doing today. And in order to do so,
Google wants to do some weird shit.
This is a rib roast and perfect for today's experiment. I want to accomplish one thing. Since this is a lower grade steak, I'm wondering if the popcorn order will make it 10 times better. If I achieve that
Okay.
again, I'll consider it a success. In order to have
Okay,
a
this is
try,
what
I'll
happens.
spin it in
It's
half.
called
One of
life.
the ingredients
If this was a video, I could cut this out.
or butter.
But it's not.
There's not much to do.
It's a live
Just
stream.
lay it down on the cooling rack. All
Which
I have
means
to do
you
is
all
set it
can
down
see
on the
me
temperature for
fail at my first part.
On the other hand, I have to get a container to hold all of the butter.
Okay.
This one is a perfect
This
size.
one, we'll
So
just
I
do
have
like
to
that.
place the beef
There you go.
on the side, followed by
And then
the
just
juice
take
of
small
that
bits.
wonderful butter. It's something we all grew up eating. And believe me when
And
I
then,
tell you, as I'm filling this thing up,
Shit.
you can definitely smell it.
Okay, I'm just gonna use this because I can't find my knife, which is over there. Yippee! Okay. It's not perfect. I know. It's not perfect. But it's like my life. You just have to survive. You just have to find out. What you think? There you go. There. I apologize for my untidiness.
It smells like freshly baked bread with a lot of butter.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
Complete understatement, as this is one of the best smelling experiments of my life. I mean,
Okay.
you see that the popcorn oil has been
Yeah, I know this looks weird, but it's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's good. It's good. It's working. And that's the weapon. Okay, then we're just gonna flatten this out. Alright. Yeah, this looks weird, but again, you'll just have to deal with it.
As this one is now ready. Now remember that I also dried each to a regular one with nothing. This
There you go.
will be our control.
So that's the first few that look horrible. But we'll get back to those. Right now, we got the potatoes, which are nice and soft. Like literally, I could put my whole finger for them. What we're going to do is take this, place that on. We're gonna put these over
Just
here.
in case things do not turn out good, I decided to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. And this one
Ow.
will definitely please everyone.
And they can all fit. Nice, perfect. Yes. Nice. And they're fully cooked, so you don't have to worry about them being raw, struggling. They're fully cooked. All we have to do, you basically flatten them, but not too much.
It's pretty simple. You set them down on the cooling rack and into the
Okay, that one is a bit of a struggle, but that one is probably because of its skin. There you go. You always get that one. That one wants to be different. Okay, so basically flatten this. It's somewhat there, so we still get fluffiness, but we get some crispness coming out of it.
Followed by some chili oil, a tiny bit of green onions, and of course some Parmigiano Reggiano.
Okay.
Has this
Taste?
sandwich.
Fully cooked. Perfect. Now we're gonna add some oil. Not too much. We don't want to drown them, but basically enough that it creates almost a fry method. Plus, when it's in the air fryer, it might go a bit dry. So there you go.
So let's do it.
Take some of this. Move it around. Do it with all of them. This is going to be absolutely delicious. And of course, salt. Don't forget the salt. Delicious. Hey, what up, Hasman? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Oh, we hit 5 likes. I'll get to the shop now. Just gotta throw these in the air fryer. There you go. It's enough salt so it doesn't overpower it. But the thing is about with potatoes, they are salt hogs. They are salt sponges. They will absorb it and will ask for more. Alright. Let me throw this in. Air fryer. Plug that in. And then all we have to do, put it on 200 and start it. And if it's not to our crisp liking, we put it on for a bit more. The 200, it's already fully cooked. The 200 is basically to crucify it. I was about to say crucify, but that is horrible. Our Lord and Savior was that, and He did it for all of us. Yes, I'm a very, very prominent Christian, going back into my faith in that. Let's get a shot in. Bro, can you show your living room? Mother, just cover your face. Alright. That is my living room, ladies and gentlemen. And my mother, she is covering her face because she hates the camera. Which I don't mind. I'm not going to force people to show their faces. But she does speak. She has no problem talking. Because, you know, my mother, she does want tastes. So, that's not a problem. Okay, well, so while that's busy, we're going to finish off. Finish off these, and then we're going to put them to the side. Because then afterwards, then we're going to start cooking them. And yes, as I said, they are small. Not too small. You know, Rap God? Yep. Rap God, Rap God. I know the song, I just can't remember the lyrics. Eminem is the best. And you know what? I will continue to fight people. And you know, there are people that actually want to say, he can't be a rapper because of his skin color. Which is bullshit. Anybody can be anything. You can be Asian and be a brilliant violinist. You can be Indian and be excellent at opera. You can be African or black, and you can be what is it? You can be like Elvis. All right, now basically, yeah, man, I've seen it, and you know what? Eminem has proven anyone can do it as long as you have the heart for it. And bloody well, I can't remember anyone who can go as fast as bloody Eminem. By the way, how are you, Hasman? What's going on, man? Alright, we're going to place it on there, turn the heat back on.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting
is such a delicious flavor with the meat that you get from the steak. Very impressive.
And you get good at it, everybody. You get good at it. And then you, what do you think?
This is like the type of thing you would eat like if you go to like one of those fancy movies.
As a matter of
Like
fact,
in a bistro.
every time we go to the movies, you two got a bucket for yourself. Works, man. So, you know, they don't
There you
put water on it. They put
On
which is
yeah.
basically oil, but they're flavor for you sort of thing. And actually soak the steak on it, and you can feel that.
Yeah, you definitely can.
You can feel that tremendously, everybody. There is absolutely a distinctive.
We're just adding a bit of oil.
Now there's no butter, but it makes you feel like butter. There's no butter on it? No, that means no butter.
First part, yeah.
It tastes like butter. How's that not butter? There's no butter. No, that's not butter.
Then I can't believe it's not butter.
But that turned out exactly what I would expect.
So what you're saying is
You mean the first part of the song?
that's not done well.
Hello, Boot. How are you doing? I'm doing alright, man. What's going on, Angry Bird? I'm just finishing up over here. I don't want to use all of this, but actually, if we have left, we're only going to make a big roll. Okay. Gonna just move this. And yes, I'm putting my hand near it. I like danger. Sorry, man. I'm just making sure everything's done. Plus, I'm gonna have that shot soon. Nice bit of that. There you go. Alright, got that over there. I'm gonna drink from it now. First, let me just move this. Because I know we're not gonna have enough to make a lot. There you go. Okay, I can't read all of it. I scrolled down, saw a guy with chocolate and a toilet on him. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, I've seen that guy so many times. The fuck? Nah, you making me hungry. Waiting on payday. Okay, I'm back. What I miss? Was it Skibidi? Nah, it wasn't Skibidi Toilet. I know the dude. The guy is cringe. Yeah, I scroll on him here and there, and the guy ends up with like 100 viewers. Why? I'm trying to understand my own generation. Okay, we're gonna take that one off. Again, we don't want to fully cook it, but we want to give it a nice bit of skin. Nice bit. Perfect thing about this, I can turn it off, then I come back to it later.
I'm then lowering it into a pan and searing it on each side for 2 to 3 minutes, so it's really...
I also want to feed my mom quickly because she is falling asleep. Mom! You're falling asleep!
For my 2 cuisines...
Yes, yes you are.
And South African. The one thing that jumped out to me about South Africa was bunny chow are amazing. It won Jamie a factory once. So I thought, you know what, let's work on the back of that. Create a bunny chow, but inside of it, I'm going to create a beef safari and of course some spicy paprika chips to go alongside. And I'm pretty certain this time for once in my life, I'm going to win this.
Perfect.
Now my battle actually started about 3 hours ago.
Yeah, he's probably getting many views. It peeves me off, but you know, that's how the world works. Some people, they like that type of content for some reason, and I call it brain rot. You know, some people have brain rot when it comes to those type of content. Not all of them.
Given 2 countries to take inspiration for bread from.
Yeah. I chose to go a bunny chow.
Yeah.
Which was, and I'm like, okay, how do I make the bunny chow have a Greek influence? So I basically laced it with olives, and I use there is a Greek type of bread that is like a focaccia.
So why do you call it that?
I don't know what it's called.
Well,
It's focaccia-like.
For my two cuisines, I picked out Creole and
Okay.
Japanese. I've decided to bring together some of my favourite foods. It's
Okay.
classic, but everyone loves it. It's chicken.
Okay, that's
katsu,
doing its thing.
and I'm gonna mash
Sorry
it
guys, I am not looking at the screen and I do apologize. I just don't want any of this to fail. Plus, I'm looking at my mom and she's basically asleep. I want to feed her and again, I worry about my mother. So, sorry if I'm not on stream. So let me quickly see your comments. Crap, so unfair. Yeah, I have no idea why that type of crap exists. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah.
I'm just helping. I'm just helping.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. There are people like me who will actually give out things that are helpful. Like this can help you if you want to make yourself some food, if you need like a fast ingredient or something. It literally helps you. But no, then we have people literally watching a dude literally making weird noises while having a toilet seat on his bloody neck. It's aggravating. Like I'm trying to understand that YouTube. Thank you for making sure that I get like thousands of views. Like you're better than TikTok. I can literally say that with the utmost of smiles. Yeah, this smells American. Yeah, basically. It smells American at the finest. And again, YouTube, thank you so much. Literally, you've literally made my videos actually get viewership and not struggle, which has actually helped my channel a lot. But again, I'm trying to understand that whole thing to it. Alright, so there is a lot left. We're gonna also throw in a dessert, why not? So basically there's 6. My mother usually she eats 2. So we're gonna take this, we'll put this, and then this piece right here we're gonna make for the dessert. No, I think I'm sorry guys, I'm just guessing in all of that. Literally I'm measuring in my head. You serious, lol? Okay, does he have a Game Pass? What do you mean? I do have Game Pass. In fact, I saw that the Oblivion remaster actually came to Game Pass, which is bloody massive. Let me just put that out. But I want to try it out, why not? I played Oblivion years ago. I hated the combat. I couldn't get into the game because it just didn't feel right. But you know, that's just me. But I am gonna try out this remaster, see how it is, see if it's worth my time. I think we have enough to make a few more. So that's 1. Oh yeah, we can. When I get the chance one of these days, I'll show you guys how to make some desserts with puff pastry. There you go.
Now I close at 1:30. I'm going in with my chips. Light golden, then removing.
I think Barry's a bit confused. I think he's mixing a cotta with a bunny chow. Because a bunny chow doesn't have the chips. Steven, does a bunny chow have the chips?
Yep.
Inside of it? Or is that a cotta? Again, I'm from Johannesburg, so I'm not really well known onto the bunny chow. I'm more to a cotta, but more okay. Ek maak pies. Praat je Afrikaans? I do speak a bit of Afrikaans, so I'm American. Talk English, please.
Trying to finally get started on my rice. Very exact amount of sushi rice. I also have a very exact amount of water. I'm going to drain my sushi rice in a minute of cold running water, and then that's going to help get rid of all the glutinous when it cooks.
Okay.
Into a very precise amount of water, along with things like vinegar,
Okay.
a pinch of salt. Bring that up to a simmer. Then it's a low to low setting, and leave it with all of that liquid.
Sorry man, Yama my China. We're just busy cooking. Want to make sure my mother isn't hungry. Yama my China man. All right. Sorry, I am all over the place. I do apologize. Okay.
I brushed my head in tea. So who's up? You know my first cool day. Lovely. That's good. A little bit of left, but we're different. This is where we're at. Well, I don't want to rush you, but we've got 5 minutes left.
Alright. Looks like that's finished. Okay. We've got to get a shot in after this. I'll do it once we get the pies in. Okay. Take this layer, flatten it out. We got some. There you go. Keep looking around, where's my stuff, and then I forget it's over here. My fucking dumbass, man. Sorry. Don't mean to be vulgar. Sometimes I can be stupid. I can agree that I can be stupid at points.
Who else is physically and emotionally drained after that battle?
Can we start in the middle?
Yeah, that's me. I'm fusion between South African and Greek cuisine.
I love the rich beef and the onions, but also you'll get the fresh herb kind of things like a little bit of kick. But for me, one of the best bits is the fact that the bunny chow isn't the shape of the sushi. You've taken two things, fused them together, and mixed it up.
I agree. The bread is excellent as a plate. The yogurt on top is great. The flavours are all great. I'd say the beef could have done with a little bit longer. Agreed, but that's probably the only comment I have.
Good work.
Yeah, man, we can all be friends.
This is British roast dinner that tastes like Morocco.
Mate, this is a proper roast dinner.
But not. Everything I want to be is something else.
Yeah.
Every mouthful has a little twist that takes you on a journey.
Okay.
That, if you shut your eyes, does feel Moroccan.
Beef is good.
Alright, 3 for 3.
I went for a Creole chicken katsu.
That Creole sauce has got a nice warmth and kick to it, as you'd expect, but I feel like you've got the right level. You haven't gone like Jamie spice and balanced out with the pickle and the rice and some very good.
Of course, that would fit.
Katsu chicken. I like that.
I have to say, that is king of pickles. Whether it's a comeback sauce or pickled anything, you are bloody excellent at pickling stuff.
Alright, there you go. It's not the best, but
I'd be happy to do vegetable because I think both of the dishes were great. It's the fucking last bit that's
all of those are done, and they will start. We start to cook them and everything. Everybody left because I'm bloody silent. I do apologize.
That's fair. I can live with that.
You're just saying that.
No.
There's no disrespect to you, mate, but in the first place, it was be close, and the second place will be gutted because it was so close.
Okay, that just needs to go for a bit more. Okay, so those are all done, and they'll be thrown in soon. Again, I probably scared everybody off because I'm not chatting, and I want to make sure I get the food done. My mom is asleep over there. I'll go and wake her. Mother, wake up! That worked? No, I don't think it can. Again, I think I need to be monetized. I'll have to do a bit of research. Right now, we gotta get the gravy started.
Solid chicken, staring at a lettuce and a tomato. Chicken Caesar salad. We've also built the Sorted Club, where you can get tons of food using the packets of
Alright, now we need to start off with the gravy. So we're gonna get Big Puffer off.
Check it all out by heading to sorted.club.
And now to get Small Johnny on. First thing we're going to do, slice up some more shallots. It's actually not that bad. I actually prefer it because I can actually cut it smaller. Now, when it comes to the whole thing with YouTube, I don't understand when it comes to the lives and all of that. Like, you will have some of these people who are doing these amazing things, showing people what to do here and there, but then they will be basically ignored for all this brain rot shit. I mean, there are the good ones. There is Kat. She's a Irish YouTuber. She's actually pretty cool. She does have her opinions on mental health, political opinions here and there. I try to keep that away from my YouTube, and then just for a bit when it comes to my TikTok channel. But I like to stay away from politics. Over here, it's just showing you guys what to do and bringing a bit of comedy to my shorts. That reminds me, I need to make a new video. Ooh, yeah, nice. It gets nicely diced, like minced. I love shallots, man. And this is the first time I'm using it in my food. It's actually so good, and my eyes aren't burning. I have had it with flippin' hell, where my eyes will burn like fire.
3, 2, 1.
Alright.
I'm normally go in, I do too much, I get sweaty, and I get stressed out. So instead, I'm going big in flavours.
Okay. I'm gonna cook off the a bit. First, let's grab some butter.
I'm taking inspiration from the Greek style and serving it with a Greek style salad.
Well, it's margarine, but that does the same properties.
I am going all out with my kebab with something that people don't usually make at home. I'm going to make a lamb doner kebab with chips inside it.
Okay, so throw that in.
10 years ago, your uni days. I'm going to use a rotisserie grill for that authentic experience, so you can do this under a normal grill or even bake it like a meatloaf in the oven.
Don't know where everybody went, but it's fine. It's fine. Add margarine. We're basically gonna cook the shallots in the gravy. I like it how everybody just disappears for some reason.
Lamb is one of those meats that just takes on.
Okay, we're gonna do a bit of flipping over there.
Slowly cook. I always love that kind of mixture of dried fruit and cinnamon and spice for lamb.
We're actually gonna flip it over here so you guys don't feel lonely. Okay.
Right, what we grate some cucumber? So basically, for this tzatziki, I need to grate a cucumber into a colander and line with paper because I'm going to basically drain and squeeze out
Okay.
the
Gonna do a bit of this.
in the cucumber because if it's a cucumber that goes into my yogurt, it's just going to leak everywhere. So what you're going to hold, and now I am breaking the garlic. The reason I'm doing this now is because I want that yogurt to
Okay.
take on
Put
that
those.
garlic and flavour. I'm adding extra virgin olive oil and white.
And then we throw it back in.
That's 1/3 of your 3 items done, Mike, and 1/3 of your time.
That's still got to cook a bit. Once that's done, then we can add in the other. Okay, perfect time to start adding our flour. That's the bit. And get a whisk. You're just gonna stir it a bit. Maybe we need a bit more margarine. It's a little dry.
Yeah, that's protein does, but you don't put some dries out the mince, although there's a nice level of kind of
Okay,
pastiness.
you don't want to dry out the mince. I mean,
It can't, it could crumble.
don't want it to be dry.
These spices, oregano, paprika,
Let's actually lower the heat.
coriander, allspice, cayenne pepper. What's the usual cinnamon? There's no cinnamon there. Mate, I love you some cinnamon. There's a fifth of a tablespoon of cinnamon is how much you need. Half a tablespoon, so I might get away with it. If you want me to come out my spice blend, be my guest. That spice blend needs as much help as it can get, so.
Okay, just gonna basically cook this down a bit.
Straight parsley, garlic, and mint to the processor.
Okay.
It's really important not to overwork it, so it's nice and rich when you're going to eat it. Having whisked up my onion, garlic and spice blend into a thick paste, that's going to go with my lamb mince. I'm going to take my lamb steak and I'm going to cut it in half and then buff it
Okay.
to get it really lovely.
We have a bit of beef stock.
That'll go to 6 involved. How you getting on, mate? It's alright, this is all prep, and now I'm about to get the learning bit, which is construction. I've had milk into my mince as well. To start this, I need to thread it.
Lonely, so lonely, I'm so lonely. I have nobody, all on my own. Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody, all on my own. Okay, gravy's looking good. We only need a bit, we don't need a lot. But let's add a good amount of stock.
Which I think most of you want to agree probably will. So, I'm trying to resurrect a rotation. So I'm not doing that by putting chips in a wrap and putting it on an apple. I'd say it's going to be to not overwork the meat so that it but also work it enough so it's not going to fall off the skewer.
Ian, ow, I'm burning my finger. That's the thing about a gas stove, you need to be careful.
Absolutely critical before they even touch anything hot. Are you sure it wants to work?
Okay. That can be washed a bit later. We'll even wash them as we do the final preparations. Okay, let me just stir this.
I'm going to add my bottom skewer on to keep that in place. That will then go upside down.
Okay, and then we're going to grab the one thing that makes it creamy. Milk.
Put that on for an hour or so, see how we go on.
Just a small bit,
Off it goes.
just to give off that creaminess that we need.
Everything else is going to go to my back. First of all, oven chips. Then a white sauce and a red sauce.
There you go.
Both of you pretty much done on your lamb. 20 minutes remaining. Sending the replay, I feel like lamb is that thing that's saved for a Sunday. Sunday roast is the thing you remember your grandparents used to do. Now,
There you go.
every other sweet dish that I love.
That's becoming a nice light color, which we want.
Toss through
This is going to be added on the side.
Mongolian, yeah, all over the place. Just super versatile bar. I don't think
As the oil
Alright, let's taste.
I can take a baking brush, start to baste it.
Wow, delicious. We're actually going to add a bit more things to it, a bit of Worcestershire.
12 minutes of active cooking time left.
I've chopped up my potatoes into chip shapes. They're going to go
Into
into a baking
pepper.
tray with
Gonna grab some more.
So, into an oven, 225 degrees, 30 to 40 minutes.
I am trying to together my Greek
Going
style
to
salad, so that's
lower this
peppers,
heat.
cucumbers, with the noodles taken out.
Okay. We don't want to overdo it. We want it thick enough, but we also want to season it properly.
Good pinch of salt.
Add a hint of salt.
And some feta back to go over the top at the end to make it really nice.
One of the things I really love about getting a kebab is the choice of sauces that you get. I'm going to make two
And
sauces today.
a bit of
One is
MSG.
a white, minty, dilly, yogurty sauce,
Dipping sauce.
and the other is a chili sauce, classic.
I'm going to point out this.
Now, if this was just me, I'd add a bit of hot sauce to it, but I do not want to cause my mother's palate to go on fire.
My lamb.
So we're going to,
Enough time to
that's
close it
enough
up. And
gravy
remember
for 2
to
people.
put my cucumber and my dill through my tzatziki at the end.
We
Perfect.
have 5.5 minutes left on your clock.
That's a perfect amount. Alright. Now for the one thing we've been wanting to do is a shot. I need it.
Single-handedly revolutionising the UK kebab. And what I see you've done there is not only
Wait,
you put
I need something
chips
stronger.
in the wrap, you put mashed potato in there as well.
Brings like a bit of mash.
Perhaps with the exception of lamb neck, which is quite heavy, gorgeous because of it.
It's got some hooch. Some hoochie. Hoochie
Got a lot of fat cooked on the bone, like a chop or a rack of ribs. And therefore, getting the cooking levels is important, but surprisingly easy because it has got that extra bit of sort of margin there, especially got seconds.
Next up, my chili sauce. It's pretty much exactly the same
Alright,
process.
divulge it, the divulge it.
Chilies, chopped tomatoes, oil, vinegar, sugar, and some big tomatoes, all in the food processor.
Whiz them up. Fast, can we have a time check, please, Amy? That'll be 2 minutes now.
He's not leaving himself much time to plate this kebab up.
That piece of chili.
Right, Jamie, we have a minute left. Do the stop. I can start after time whenever you want.
Jamie will be in the mic right now.
Stop.
Think about it. At what point do you go?
Stop.
Come on.
Okay.
50 seconds.
If I can slice that and construct in 50 seconds.
I believe you.
Hey, what up, Calvin? Late hours at Spur. Haircut nice. Thanks, man. Thanks so much. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome to the stream again. No, you're not late. We're still busy cooking and all that. Food will be done soon.
But I'm looking to get amazing star lines around.
Okay, while we wait.
A bit of a problem here. I think and that's too big for my skewers. So I'm going to take the skewers out and just griddle the koftas as is. I'll wash the skewers and then I'll put them back into
Alright, so that just needs to finish cooking and then we can get the pies out. Always the potato that takes forever.
So you've got 49 seconds.
So we're just gonna clean up a
3
bit.
minutes 13 left.
Let's finish off this tzatziki cucumber into the delicious garlicky yogurty mix. I'm going to roughly chop up some dill, put that through too.
1 minute 20 left for Mike.
44 seconds, Jay. You ready?
We will see how this goes.
I'm making sausage rolls with crispy potatoes, some green, basically grilled green beans, and a delicious onion gravy. Well, a shallot gravy.
Make this equal strap.
10 seconds.
9, 8,
Also, on Friday, I've got a special thing for you guys. I'm going to show you how to make something that I make in my business.
step back. I mean, they look pretty good from here, but I think we should get this in seconds.
Which currently is just struggling to get...
But they're also going to be devoured and judged by the judge.
That's the bit.
Alright, as we're struggling, because a lot of people over here, for some reason, don't like mayo or hot sauce. So I'm going to show you how to make my hot sauce, though, because that would take us 5 hours. I already take 2 to 3 hours to bloody well just make the sauce itself.
This is amazing.
But I don't want to bore you guys. But I will be showing you how to make your own mayo.
Because I don't know how to receive that.
Oh, that-
Because I feel like
oh,
that's
that flavor.
messy.
Basically, these are going to be going in. They may not look the best, but they're going to go in, they're going to get crispy, and they're going to be delicious. Are you still here, Calvin?
It all tastes great. The tzatziki especially. The lamb with the tzatziki and the char lines that you've got.
Ow.
Perfect. I feel like the
What am I doing?
kofta and the Greek salad maybe could have done with a little bit more seasoning.
I actually can't hold that at all. He wasn't holding back the flavours there.
Mm.
And at that time,
Just a bit more, but it's getting
I love
crispy.
how there's so much going on in that lamb coffee.
Mm.
You can still taste the lamb.
That's so good. Like,
Show us what you got.
cool thing about an air fryer, it makes sure everything is properly done.
Cheers.
that is absolutely excellent.
You get a little bit of chew with the steak, and then you've got all that mince holding together, and it all just kind of works together. And
Alright,
chips in a kebab works.
with the green beans, we're just basically going to sear them in a bit of oil, basically give it a bit of color. You can just eat these raw. Like literally, you can just basically eat these raw.
Together. Tastes amazing.
They're actually very good. It's
From the lamb.
earthy,
The lamb legs
it's got a hint of sweetness though.
is really good.
Usually what people do is they actually cut it out and take the bean out, but you can eat everything from the stalk to the bean. No problem. They're also cleaned and pretty cheap. I can get this pack for about 15 rand. It's massive.
They're both making really good decent lamb.
And that's the branded
And
stuff.
they're both great kebabs in different ways. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Jamie. Purely for the mission.
Alright.
I think you pushed
We're gonna
yourself
also
on.
just back away a few
And
things.
it tastes so fantastic, but I'm gonna give it to you and just your ideas.
Thank you.
When I get the chance, I do also want to make a brownie. Well, maybe a brownie, maybe not. But the reason why is because I got these. Some nice whole nuts. These are absolutely these are absolutely great. You break them. They kind of look like a brain in some form. A walnut has more to that. This right here, you blend it with a bit of chocolate, a bit of spices in that. You can add it to a shawarma or add it to a dessert.
On our packs app. We wanted to create tools to help you boss your midweek meals, cut down on food waste, and reduce the cost of your weekly food shop. And you are helping us do just that, so thank you. We want to make this as accessible as possible right now, so if you haven't tried it, you can now for a full month, absolutely free. The link is in the description box below. And
Look, don't make me out to be a bad guy. I'm not the one. Oh, I can't finish that sentence. I'm so sorry. Sorry, no, that was terrible.
And that fell out. Food will be. It's not 8 o'clock. Oh, okay. Don't worry, food will be done soon.
welcome back to Sorted Foods. You might remember a little time ago.
Gavin, you still there, bud?
In London, hosted by Josh and Ollie from Korean Business. About it, we were fed 3 epic Korean toasts, one of which used Picky Wicky's kimchi. So today, we have opened up with Picky Wicky, a Korean food brand, who give each of our normals.
We're gonna leave that for the rest of the time. Then we're gonna take it out and we're gonna start with the pies.
Delicious and highly creative. Ready, boy? You are in for a shock. I love it. In that case, in 3, 2, 1, kimchi!
As I said, these are bloody delicious. You can just snack on them.
I'm making a dry
Not even an issue.
I'm going to chop up a pineapple. So far, this is already not what I've expected kimchi. Think the deliciousness of fermented kimchi.
As a kid, I wouldn't have liked these,
Caramel and
but as an adult, I can't have enough.
crispy baked.
I just like that hint of sweetness. And the thing is, as I said, inside is a bean. Right here.
It is downright great.
But the thing is, everything is so edible, you can eat the whole thing. It's like a kumquat. Yeah, there's something called a kumquat.
And then our delicious figgy kimchi.
Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
At the pop-up, you already had this stuff.
Family is more important.
And I
Believe me, I know.
pretty much everything I cook now. If my dish involves eggs,
If I keep doing this, I'm gonna finish the whole thing.
there's kimchi in it.
Yeah, 100%. Or even easier, blend through mayonnaise or a cheese sauce, put through mac and cheese, or even stir-fried rice.
And what this sauce
Okay, I believe those have.
my own pizza, kimchi pizza.
And pizza, but with a kimchi tomato.
That's base.
Why jalapenos?
Okay.
Surely chili and kimchi.
You're gonna be fast. That's how they look.
Kimchi is kimchi, but it's not the hottest of
Yep, I need to drop that.
So if you pick this,
We're gonna grab a new one.
it's really important.
Interesting, this kimchi, because it is kind of already cooked a little bit in the temping process, it has that.
Actually, we don't need a new one. I'm just gonna transfer these to a paper plate.
It's kind of cool.
So in this bowl, I've got my kimchi, a ton of kale, undrained can of sweet corn, and then 3 different flours. Today,
Right.
I'm providing street food from South Korea and India.
Now that's a fusion I'm excited for. I don't even know what it is yet.
Hamel Pajong, Korean seafood pancake, mixed with cords from India. I'm making essentially all the flavors you can find from the pancake and putting them into the shape of cords.
Which are deep fried in one morsels.
Love it. Exactly. So street food from
There you go.
both places, but combined into something.
And now we put in these, and we get to feeding mother.
Buttons going in.
And that is the weather for you.
So far, Mike, good caramel.
These are basically the dumplings.
Goodness, I'm down for that. Where's the kimchi go?
Into the pineapple, the whole kit. I have tried to make my own kimchi before. Sometimes you just want kimchi because it's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's about 9 of these.
a no-brainer because this stuff is
So,
absolutely delicious.
that's basically
We've got a big jar.
tasting one for each.
But it tends to
Throwing
be
this in.
because it has more garlic, some onion in it. I don't think that would lend itself to your dessert quite as well as the garlic-free, sugar-free one that we use here.
Oh, really? Says you want to make it as a margarita.
Alright, and then that for 15 minutes.
But for me, a kimchi battle isn't complete without kimchi fries.
Alright,
I don't want kimchi on pizza.
try it out.
I go for a sharp
Mother?
and loaded fries.
Yes, dear.
Let me bring you a roast, bit of roasted
Into a
potato.
jar.
Goodness me, that was a few MRT tackles
Very
there.
much.
Yeah.
That looks so nice.
So you're taking what is a pizza, recarving it
Mm.
from bread and rolling it around loaded fries with some char siu.
Ah, thanks, man.
Okay.
Tastes delicious.
I like the fact that you're the only one who do not blend in dishes. You also get some of that crunch from the cabbage.
Why buy potato chips when these are super cheap?
The crunch.
What is it, like 20 rand for a pack of mini potatoes?
Korean seafood pancakes.
And there you go, you get a snack.
I have never made.
Now I'm not gonna eat all of these. I'm not a savage.
You're actually taking inspiration and then still doing it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I
8.
would love to do like more authentic Korean food.
Mother, I'm gonna give you another.
So you're confident for doing it, but not really doing it, so that later we can do it.
This is delicious.
Look at that. That smells incredible.
The whole room is offering with caramel and pineapple.
This is too good. This recipe is almost too good for me. This has started to
My Easter day was nice.
Pineapple.
I spent some time with my beautiful sister and my beautiful mother. We made a delicious boiki, a beef boiki, which, to be honest, I ended up having 3 to 4 bowls. Not in the same day. Maybe 1 bowl on one day, and the next day 2 bowls, and then finally the last bit on the 3rd day. The thing about food is it lasts for 3 to 5 days, depending where you sit it. But very delicious. Absolutely great. Potatoes. I know that they're a hard carb, but still delicious.
Oh, you're looking like this.
Nice.
You're looking for sweet.
We're gonna fight for real. Listen to this crazy crap we have right now. 3 rounds, 2 minutes.
You're not gonna let that. So we're gonna have a referee here, and that's the Senku Ken. He's gonna make sure that you're gonna be safe.
Thanks for looking out for me.
You're very welcome. I like your steaks, what can I say?
Alright, good, you ready? Austin, you ready? Let's get it on!
Hey. No. And I had 2 Easter egg hunts, and I was in Belita. Oh, nice, man, nice. That's excellent, bruh. It's excellent, man.
Okay, I gotta tell you. The fighting sucks. But you're straight, dude. Oh, man, really good.
Thanks for making my dream come true, bro.
That was your dream? Yeah. Anytime you want to get beat up in order for me to be safe, I'm in.
Oh, boy.
Well,
I hope you guys enjoy it. You know, make sure you guys go check out Dox's channel. We'll be link in the description down below.
Yeah, I couldn't stop. This stuff is delicious.
I just want you to take my brother very kind.
If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for being here.
All right, Mom. I'm serving you first, okay?
South Africa. It's not the easiest place to be at the moment.
I've been challenged, and I've been challenged with a good one. The competition is tough, and here's why.
My name is Emilio.
I'm trying to keep myself away from eating all that, even though it's bloody delicious.
No chance. If you beat me, you get 3 wild It's 1 year writing supply for free. So I have to make sure I win because I want to put my name on it. I also got a secret there.
I'm the meat dog, also known as the secret weapon. I know how to cook a steak like the back of my hand. Brutal, baby, when all the way cooking my steaks.
It's not come to play. There's a lot at stake right now. Right?
Alright.
Because Emilio's offering you Wagyu for a year,
Yeah?
but if you win,
I'm offering it for life.
Here are the rules. We're gonna have 3 different types of meat. Cheap meat, medium meat, and expensive meat.
It doesn't matter what kind of meat it is. Bring it on.
Rule number 2, the method of cooking is gonna be
Alright.
challenging. This is what we got. We got the oven, we got the charcoal grill, we got a wok.
This is literally so easy, just like
Yes.
done.
Sous vide, a drum smoker, an induction cooker, and finally, a microwave. Got the water. And we're gonna have your daughter pick the method so you don't say I cheated. Let's see what we got. See? Wow, charcoal for real? Wow.
Okay.
Pizza oven. Oh man, let's see what it is.
Alright, we're gonna turn this down a bit.
What the heck am I gonna do with this? Better cook it right, you know what I mean?
Listen, this is going to be a masterpiece.
I'm just gonna be making a Korean style marinade.
Gonna spoil the
Alright.
for now.
I just have a little bit of soy sauce right here. with
Basically, we're just gonna
Yes, wanna talk
just give it a
about
bit of
this
color.
kind of property. It's nice of me, huh? So I got my shortbread ready. I'm just gonna let it marinate for a little bit, and it looks like.
Just gonna give it just a tiny bit of color. Plus, it's going to be marinating in some of that meat juices.
Got the pizza oven ready. I am going to preheat this thing. Because honestly, I've never cut short ribs on a pizza oven.
So we're going to get a little support from Luda's team. Come on, bro. Get going.
Pizza oven is not preheating.
So here, what is mom watching? Well, mother's watching Guga Foods. This guy who literally on YouTube makes steaks. He experiments with steaks, but one of these days I want to meet him. He literally makes things that look so delicious. Alright, we're gonna grab a plate quickly.
Wow. Yo, that does not look that bad. That's looking good to me. I mean, it's pretty nice. I have to be honest with you. I'm actually proud of it. What are you doing? You're eating. You got a plate. I'm good. Everyone. There's no way we're just. Looks like we're trying to make Korean food.
Alright.
Good. Very soft. Super tender. I like the flavor of it. It's not like
That's a booster flavor, it's good.
The roasted peas. People do basically the same with asparagus, even though asparagus sucks.
Have the rice, you have sauteed peppers. That, I don't know about you guys, but I'm also getting a little sweet and a little bit of kick from them too.
I mean, come on, it's begun. Like,
It was executed perfectly.
Okay.
Big winner. Angel.
clean, bro.
Eight.
Kinda.
And I'm gonna have to also go with the pecan.
Yeah.
Peter found one. Who got? Peter. Oh, boy. See what we got for you guys, and it is. Wow, this smoker. I don't believe that. Let's see what we got. Oh, what? Burner. That's you. All right. Oh, let's go, Papa. Hey, take a look at my tomahawks, everybody.
Alright, we're gonna add a bit more beef stock to it.
All right, so, you know, we're gonna season the potato. On the oil, wow, I love how they start with a side dish first. Over here.
Do you have a Xbox or PlayStation or PC? I've got a laptop, so basically a PC. I have a PlayStation 3, but that's basically a retro console now. Saying that makes my skin retract, knowing that the console of my generation is retro now. But there's some good games on it. I got Drake's, I got the first Uncharted today, so I have the full PS3 collection of Uncharted games, so that's good. Messi or Ronaldo? I'm not really a soccer fan, but Ronaldo has better skills when it comes to it. While Messi is a bit of a faster player, I'm gonna have to go Ronaldo. Again, I'm not a soccer fan, so I don't even play FIFA. That's the thing. Whenever I play FIFA, I'm just like, no, I'm done. The only sports games that I really remember playing was WWE, like WWE.
I'm gonna add a little bit of sushi.
Yeah, WWE 2011, 2006, and the latest one to me at the time was WWE 2013. That was the last WWE game I've played. I'm not even going for the others. They want to charge like hectic prices. They want to fucking, well, have you spend money to gain superstars. The ones I played, you played to unlock stuff. You played to unlock. You would need to beat a certain wrestler to unlock this one. You would need to play in a certain time to get this one. There was no, oh, pay this much money and we'll give you gold bird. Pay 500 grand and get yourself Shawn Michaels back in the Attitude Era. Nah, I played games where you beat the game to get the wrestler. I still remember 2011, if you played as Ray, but played him as a heel, you would be able to unlock The Rock. Mother, your pies are nearly done. So your food will be here soon.
One negative that I can think about the steak, that it doesn't have a great crust.
Where would you like your gravy? On your pies, next to them, on your...
Wow.
I mean, I've never had this combo together, and it's.
Are you okay?
The main flavor that I really get is take
I'm sorry that this is taking so long.
flavor, and that combo with the beef flavor is just really, really good, and it's an amazing steak.
I'm a bad son, ladies and gentlemen. I'm unable to feed my mom on time. Execute me!
So perfect with this steak.
To say the truth, both things were good. This plate,
It was different.
for me, guys, this is it.
I have to agree with you, that's my winner.
But yeah, this is my winner. There's no way that this wins.
Was that Gruga?
Seriously, you gotta be kidding. Is that 12?
Look at that.
Okay. Ooh, me. How am I gonna get across the oven?
There you go. Just gotta cook the bottom and then we can finish up.
Japanese Wagyu A5 filet mignon.
We got a Japanese A5.
The cool thing about an air fryer though, because it's not being put into an oven, it's not getting saturated, and once you throw it back into an air fryer, not only do you use less electricity, but you also can crisp it up again. Same thing with slop chips, same thing with fish, you can do it with a lot. I can give an example. I have made pies where in the next day a pie is going to lose its crisp. It's going to happen because over time it will lose its crunchiness. But throw it in an air fryer, you don't need to add in extra oil, you don't need to do anything. Throw it in an air fryer, crisps up again. And then you get a crunchy, delicious
Forget this now.
We're gonna do what we have to do, man. Keep an eye on Google.
So the first thing
Sorry, that distracted me. You get a crispy pie and still flavored.
2 days old bread goes into the bowl, followed by butter. Okay, that's perfect. Don't make it look too smear, because then we're not gonna be able to pull it, you know?
No, I agree with you.
A little bit of butter don't hurt nobody. Into a tray, and in the oven it goes to toast.
Take this baby
Right,
out.
let's taste.
Let it rest a little right there.
Got my food
Brilliant.
ready, and I'll be
It's
honest
cooked
with
all the
you,
way
I
through,
don't crunchy. I don't think like-
and it's absorbed a lot of that flavor from the oil.
It's just crunchy enough.
So we put some shiitake mushrooms in a pan with some shallots, stir it up, get it turning.
For the sauce, I got a little bit of Greek yogurt, some cream cheese, tiny bit of horseradish, some salt,
So this is the secret sauce right now. 1 spoonful of fig jam.
black pepper, and dill. And we blend it in the food processor. And that's it. Sauce is done.
Delicious flavor. Please package me the PS3. Sorry, man. PS3 is mine.
Mushrooms are done.
It's my baby.
You gotta be careful because you want it to keep in shape. That's all we're gonna do.
Okay, that's gonna cool down, which will then we're gonna heat up again, because obviously that's gonna take a bit of time.
The bread in the pan, right with the wagyu fat.
That is a sad, sad crust.
The bread's not toasted, now time to listen.
That is one of the sorriest filet mignon I've ever had. That's like
Mushrooms first,
medium rare, and the regular rare.
wagyu on top.
Now we wait.
And now we look at the these are cake on Japanese A5.
And that is my cake for a Japanese.
Alright, just needs to go for a bit more and then it will be done.
The finale, now we have 2 dishes to decide who the champ is.
Alright, go ahead and pick this one started.
I'm gonna go for this one.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I got
This
hungry.
is super interesting. I cannot.
Right there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow, that's not bad right there. Some sweet, some salty.
The one thing I will say is that the steak itself is not really the star. The other elements of it are the main star of the show.
It's good. Let's move on.
Damn, that thing sounds crunchy.
Yeah.
Cheers.
man. Cheers.
Oh, man.
I don't need a second bite. That's it.
You get so much steak. Croutons are really nice. Add a nice textural balance. That sauce is incredible.
It's perfectly medium rare. The crispiness of the croutons is ridiculous how perfect it is.
Now that we've tried both of the dishes, we've both given our feedback on both of the dishes.
It's time to decide.
Who does everybody think won? Angel.
I'm going with this dish. It's amazing.
Okay.
I mean, I already said it. Right there.
Same thing here, guys. I'm going with this. And we've been having this decision today on Google Food, guys.
The results are in, everybody. I won today, gentlemen. What do you guys got to say?
Whatever.
To the real deal, the important thing here. Why you for life?
I didn't say whose life.
Wait, what?
No, I didn't say whose life. I just said Wagyu for life.
What do you mean?
Whose life?
Cat has not life.
You didn't read this moment. Yeah,
Wait, what?
small print on the rock.
Oh, well.
Okay, that's bullshit.
Well, Justin asked me.
If you're going to say Wagyu for life, give him Wagyu for life. Don't pull that. How many controllers do you have? I have 2. One is from from Cash Crusaders. So, it's a little janky in that. I do have an original PS3 controller, but it has so many issues. Like the battery is giving issues and all that.
My stomach is just a pit of magma.
Revenge comes in different colors. We're going to be using all of these countries to put
I'm sorry, that is
I'm
divine.
not trying to be mean about
That is going to be divine to put in.
It's flavor. We like flavor. We're just trying to help. Who likes flavor without spice?
Today we're going to fix that.
We're making 3 heat levels of steaks.
The first steak is for babies, only 1,000 Scoville units.
The second steak is going to be over 10,000, but it's going to taste good.
And the final steak we're going to up. I'm talking
Okay.
2.5 million Scoville units.
We're just going to give that for about 2 more minutes and then we can serve another.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to be using this beautiful new York.
As I said, it's a struggle to find them, and plus the original PS3 controllers that they want to sell that have been fixed and everything, they want to charge like 500 rand for a controller that is part of a retro game console. I'll just buy the second. I'll just buy either a second-hand or get the cheap third-party ones. Cheap third-party, I can pay about 250. If I wanted the wire one, I pay 150.
Just wait until level 3. And now we're making ribeye aguachili, which is going to be amazing and tasty. And like, into a bowl, I throw in serrano pepper, followed by red onion, hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce.
Okay, we're gonna put basically the sauce in the middle, the gravy, and we're gonna make it absolutely great.
So what is that? Enough with this nonsense.
We're bringing the heat.
Poblano pepper, jalapeno pepper, serrano pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper, and there are many more that you can see here.
But the real star of the show is this baby right here. 2.2 million Scoville units. I think we should try them just to get a sense of how bad they are.
Yeah.
Sorry it's taking so long.
I said we start off slow with serrano pepper.
Don't worry, you will be getting a delicious meal soon.
Here we are in the spicy stuff.
I feel so bad, guys. Like literally, I feel like a...
Cheers.
Can I please see your measuring cup? Sure.
Let's see it. What's the first one? Okay. Grab a little bit of the top
Here they are. Had these for like since 2019. Like I feel really bad that this is that
I agree 100%. But the scary thing about this
it's taking so long. My mom literally, I want to feed her. I want to feed her soon. And a little spin the cup around. I just did it. All right.
This one's good bread. But to fix spice is bullshit.
Yeah.
Alright, so what was the Scoville unit on?
350,000.
Okay, where are we going next?
We're gonna do this one next.
All right, we're gonna take one, cut it in half, see if it's cooked all the way through. Luckily, we have 9 of these, so. All right, let's check it. Has that crunch? Ooh, and it's perfectly cooked in the middle.
Wait, I lost it. Oh my god. Get it! Get it! Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Perfectly done.
Oh, all works. This is all, give me the milk, bro. Okay.
Enough with this nonsense. Let's make the final round.
For the marinade into the food processor, I'm going to throw in Scotch bonnet, followed by red hot chili, poblano, scorpion, chocolate ghost, serrano, naga dorset, jalopia, ghost pepper, Borden 9, jalapeno, chocolate reaper, Carolina reaper, red
All right,
onions,
we're gonna
red
quickly-
wine vinegar, olive oil, pepper, salt, and Valentina hot sauce. Close it up, turn it on high. Alright,
Got the steaks?
what kind of steaks you got?
We got the queen of flavor. Or queen of flavor. That's gonna make.
Oh, I think so.
Take my hand off. You want to smell together?
Alright, Mom, I'm just putting your gravy in the middle, okay?
No, I want to try this, bro.
Oh, yum. Be more careful. I just seared all the hairs off my arm. Fire's hot. Remember that. This is basically a beef and onion gravy.
No, it's ready. It's 4 hours.
And that's the finished dish, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. And there's a bit of green so people don't say it's unhealthy.
Chicken sauce. Yo, bro, let's make a quick thing. Tostada a la rula. Tostadas a la rula. First, tostada, then guacamole, now sour cream, a good amount of shrimp, pico de gallo, and finish it off.
Pico de gallo.
Is this good enough?
Yeah, but pico de gallo.
4 hours.
I'm going to get cancelled. I'm not trying to make fun of people, I'm just doing the accent. Pico de gallo.
Oxidized. I don't know if it's spice tolerant. Okay.
Alright, now we can go serve Mother and then get our food ready.
Yeah, but I say that is enough.
Mother, here you go.
So let's do
Alright, there you go. Yeah, but it's cold. It is cold, by the way. Alright, start getting these in. Thank you. There we go. Then we throw them in here. There you go. And then we let that cook.
What's your F1
Hmm? I'm having one.
all right, everybody.
Look at that. Perfect medium rare. The crust is flaky. Who said that this isn't delicious? This may not be the healthiest thing, but it is super cold. And who doesn't like a good pie?
Now, if there's one thing we love in South Africa, it's great creativity. But what happens when passion, creativity,
What?
and determination take center stage in the world of culinary and wine activities? You get some amazing
While that's doing its thing, we're going to clean this food because we're going to use it.
Nice and beautiful steak. What do you guys think, gentlemen?
Wow, I think it's great.
Good. You know what? You always make us food, so today we're making you. So today we got a little bit of an experiment here for you, Buddha. Normally we're the one on the receiving end, but today it's all about you.
All right.
First of all, thank you very much. It looks amazing. But why is there milk here? Let's just say you may or may not need it. And leave it at. There's like one in there that, you know, might be a little bit special. We're going to start right here with this steak.
Am I judging anything here, or what am I looking for?
You're looking for a good plate.
Okay, what should we do with
So
sauce?
it's just like this. Right? You're going to go nice, generous.
Oh, you're being very generous. All right.
All right, there you go.
Enough talking. Let's go ahead and try this first steak.
All right. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
All right, get that hot. I've had a few, but I'm going to say no to a bit more.
This steak is actually just a normal controlled steak, but where that real flavor lies is in that sauce. Very creamy, some nice peppers in there that give it a beautiful herby flavor. That's what we're starting to do.
Yeah, this is just like super simple, just like boop. And then you get there, you grab it, boop. Then you find where the end is. Where's the end? Where's the end? Boop. Okay, that was not satisfying. And then we get the boop. By the way, I think I found a movie that might be worse than the Snow White movie. It's the Smurfs. And no, not because it could be woke or anything, because I hate the Smurfs. I hate the Smurfs entirely. It is one of the worst concepts I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's what green chili over here. What the hell is this green chili over here? Eat it. This is exactly what peer pressure looks like, everybody. And peer pressure works. It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up. I'm proud of the mistake.
There you go.
This is just like the first one. The steak really isn't the main star. It's a lot of the other ingredients. You have all of those light, vibrant notes that really balance out the savoriness.
Alright, let's start assembling my plate.
We know that it's hard for you to be popular. So we're trying to help you realize that they're amazing and they taste good. So this one got some color, it tastes pretty good. This one is just for the pepper. Alright, this right here, let's try the side dish, guys. Oh, this is a tostada a la vida. Alright, good job. Good.
Remember, you don't need to finish it all. This is basically going to be our dinner for the next 2 days. Are you enjoying it?
It's nice and creamy, you know, so
Mother enjoys it, so it was a success.
That's what I hated in the comments.
I'm a big fan of flavor, but with this, I just want to go for a nice texture. You have that crunchy tortilla, fresh to the guy with
Yeah, mine is just going to take a while, so let's just get this nice and crisp.
Come on now. Alright, now let's try this one. This one's nice and yummy. Before we try it, I just want to say, me and Angel have been waiting to give you the steak all day. We're just really excited to see your reaction.
While we wait, we're going to just pack away a few things.
Wow. Did you get it from my freezer?
Yeah, maybe. Whatever. You're good.
Always, if you're station.
Wow! Oh! Dad! God, that is spicy! Wow! Oh my God! Oh, my whole mouth is burning! This
is the masterpiece.
What is that?
Picanha a la Cuba. The last batch ain't got nothing on this sauce. This sauce has 10 million stores. Wow! And it's not a steak, everybody. Here, but it's good.
Are the dogs still over there with you? Mom, you dropped a green bean on your,
Scorpion peppers. Salted gold peppers.
I don't think green
The crazy
beans.
thing is that this
Oh,
steak
pleasure.
was marinated in them. Wow. Very nice. Trying to beef up your fight tolerance.
Alright.
Certainly did, boy, because I didn't think I was going to eat that. I would say this is delicious. This is phenomenal. This tastes good, but it's speared death. Wow. Yeah, I kind of like it a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you don't subscribe, you should subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
okay, we're going to turn this off. Again, we've done this a lot.
Thanks for the conference sponsor this video.
Okay.
Guga, last time I was here, you dry aged the steak in ketchup. What the heck have you done today?
Yes, that is correct. The ketchup dry age experiment was a success because in the end, signed the food credit of it, and that was a silly experiment. However, today things are going to get even. Let me explain. This is the star of today's show. A beautiful strip. As you can see, it has great marketing, which is exactly what you're looking for whenever you buy steaks. I'm going to do something that has been done for many years, and that is to preserve the steak. Now, there's several different methods of preserving a steak. Nowadays, we just vacuum seal steaks and put it in a freezer. 20 years ago, there was no such thing as vacuum seal. And what they did use is fat. That helps preserve the meat. And hopefully, it's going to do the same for this steak. So the first thing we need to do is to find
There you go.
This one is perfect because not only is it food safe, but you will actually see what's actually happening. So I went ahead and started by adding the fat. And for this, I chose a good quality olive.
To be honest, I thought he was going to add bile, to be honest.
That in there is mesmerizing. I hope this is
There you go. Again, it's not supposed to look the greatest. It's supposed to be delicious.
I want to make sure that he has a good experience. At least that's my hope. As now, the only thing I have to do is to go ahead and add our soup. And as I
Okay,
did, I'll
we're
do
gonna
one-
loosen this up. That's a perfect thing. as long as you have the stock with you, you can make sure that your gravy is as loose as possible, but make sure to have a heat at the bottom.
And that would be mayo. Now, if you're not familiar with mayo, it is mainly made with oil, so it should have a similar result. So after choosing the right steak for it, I went ahead and started covering the whole steak. Now, more the batter. The key here is to ensure that every single edge of the steak is fully covered. Look at this, on the cutting board is not the ideal thing. So I went ahead and got a plastic
Okay,
container.
it just basically goes down. It's basically a shallot gravy. I keep calling it an onion gravy because I'm used to using onions. And the thing is, shallots aren't actually that expensive. I saw over there you pay 26 Rand at Pick and Pay, and you get a good bunch.
Super curious to find out how the steak is going to be. So I immediately removed it from the olive oil and laid it down in the cooking. And to my surprise, we still had a good amount of redness. I thought the steak was going to be completely oxidized. That was not the case. It says the olive oil did its job right. All I had was started removing as much as I could. And you can clearly see that the steak has tenderized. But remember, we're not done yet. Because all I had to took out the nails. Now this one, as soon as I started removing the nail, it was a so it is not a steak. And as soon as I transferred to a honey, the smell was very powerful. So I went ahead and did the same.
Alright, we're going to lower that a bit.
As much as possible. This was much harder than the olive oil steak. But after trying to remove as much as possible, once I was done, this is what it looks like. You can clearly see that the pigment is completely done. That's expected. Because remember, mayo is not only made out of...
He's talking about preserving, how they preserve steaks by basically having it in fat. But do you guys actually know you can use honey to preserve items? Or in this case, meats and other things. Because the thing about honey, it never ages. It never ages. It, in fact, when it crystallizes, it's just that. It crystallizes. It doesn't go off. There have been people who have been able to drink honey that is of nearly 2,000 plus years old. No joke. And the thing is, this is a bit weird, but there was even a pharaoh who preserved his wife in honey when she passed away. No joke. I'm not going into any more details. You go look it up. I'm not going into I'm not grossing you out. That's the thing. Honey does it. But you know what I found out that was weird? There's also honeys called vulture honeys. Honeys. Huh? Bees. I mean, we get honey from bees, but there's something called vulture bees. I don't even need to describe to you what a vulture bee is. Use your imagination. I'll just give you a hint. They don't take honey.
Most of my cooks, this one is going to be quite different, as the goal is to get as much smoky flavor as possible. Because once the time was up, I took it off, and look, we got a good amount of smoke on it. However,
oh, that's delicious.
My refrigerator, and here's why.
Did you enjoy your food? It's alright, let me put it away, but did you enjoy the pies? I'm guessing you didn't, you just left the crust. Can I take this part? But was it good? You didn't even have the potato. Yeah, I know.
But it's ready.
Pleasure.
However, we are not done yet. We're going to put a nice wonderful crust. So I went ahead and butter and started to sear both edges. And as soon as it was golden brown, we repeated the process at a more time. And in the end, taken a nice golden brown crust of beautiful caramelized vegetables. Now these are fantastic. To make it even better, I paired it up with a chipotle.
Oh yeah. Now that's good. We're gonna flip these.
Talking about that, the first thing I'm gonna do is put a nice wonderful seal. Once that's done, I'll be making an indirect heat temperature and internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. As now I said, it is enough talking and it is time to grill this beautiful steak. So let's get
There you go. Another 15 minutes, and then that will be done. But while we wait, let's put this gravy on.
I'm trying pasta.
I know that's good. Before trying it, I want to thank today's sponsor, Raycon. I used to be
You're coming past?
Yes, I need to put the dogs out.
And he blocks everything out. The guys are crazy and make all kind of books.
Oh,
It does not matter.
he tried to grab me.
I'm noise isolating, so it's just me and my things. They're so comfortable, and I can have them all day long. Raycon entertains themselves. Including products like my everyday earbuds.
As I said, there's soapy water, so you guys don't need to worry. I make sure everything is clean. How long do you want them to be out there?
It's like 10 minutes.
Right, put the timer, please. I currently can't.
Just watch.
Oh, wait. I've got one here. 10 minutes.
Yeah, just 10 minutes. It is all kind of everything.
Sorry guys, we have to put the dogs outside so they do their business and that. Don't want any of that. They're still puppies, so they're still learning. Ow!
Hey everybody, I'm so happy to be here right now. Nobody cooks steaks for every meal. Feel the experience of enjoying high quality steaks that are free. It doesn't even have to work free right there.
Yeah, that's a matter of fact, that's actually what I'm waiting for today.
You got it.
So we have an experiment going on. Last time was a little bit earlier, this time I did it.
I just feel like you open up your fridge, you look for something to put on your hot dog, and you're like, I'm gonna try it with that.
That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. We've had some
Alright.
great stuff on this channel, like the last time you were here, Sonny, you kept up drying.
Yeah, I remember it tasted a lot like MSG, and that's what I compared it to. And then I tried to find a bottle of ketchup and see, wait, is there MSG in here?
No, there is. So there's MSG and tomatoes.
Oh, that's actually perfect. Exactly.
So everybody on the comment section in that video was just like saying that.
Alright. As I said, while we wait, make sure to clean up your zone and pack away anything
You're not talking because now.
that you don't need. That can be thrown away.
Last time you were here, the worst thing I had was Stingray River, and then you came.
That's much better than Stingray.
Son, tell me, is it hard to read with a nice, respectful, straight face when you read something that you don't like, and you just go like,
Well, find out who's gonna
so that was
If I can give you guys any tips, get a portable braai. Portable stove, gas stove. Because the good thing about it, as long as you have gas with you, you can cook your food, you can heat up a kettle, you can do anything, as long as you have gas with you. Absolutely great.
I rate it as very savory. It's like it comes with moisture in it better than the control. So there's a lot more moisture inside it, more succulent. You've done something that is off.
110%. Do you like it better than the control?
I do.
I absolutely love it, enjoyed it, but now I want you to try this kind of dish.
At what point do I learn what you do?
Yeah, no, right now, I get it right now, you want to.
Oh, no.
So this right here, potato and custard.
Yeah, this is going to take a bit, but
Nothing else there.
once those are done, we can have like one or two, taste every component together, then we can end the stream. I'm actually grabbing myself a drink.
Looking at it, I thought it would be really hard because mostly I see potatoes biting into it. Excellent balance of protein and carbs in there. And it has great texture. It's delicious, especially when you mix it with the sauce.
Don't worry, sugar free.
You can really put the individual ingredients and the layers that make this. You get that potato
Jada, you get some beefy flavor from the picanha, and that sauce coated beautifully, adds a nice little tang that balances out the flavor. Very beautiful. I like this a lot. Wow, this tastes good.
Yeah, like a whole. So beautiful. Exactly. All right, let's go for the next stage. Let's see. Suspicious. You should be. It doesn't look too juicy. It won't really shiny. You can put sunblock on it. Sunblock? Yeah. Sorry. Again, you roasted on my own video. It looks like it's been planned with baby oil. All right. Enough time. Let's see what we're going to go. Cheers. Cheers. Very delicious. Let's bring in the second one. More succulent and juicy than the first one. The control. Savory. A bit of saltiness in there. I feel like it's slightly tender. 100% is more tender. But I think I actually enjoyed this steak quite a bit. Which one did you like the best? This one's more normal. This one's getting stuff. So I like this more because it's more unique.
That last steak that we tried is by far the juiciest out of the three. I do think it's also a bit tender, but I'm a bigger fan of the flavor profile of the second steak we tried. I like that creamy saltiness that you get from the steak. For me, the second.
Let's check on the thighs.
I actually enjoy this one quite a bit. I'm not here separate for it because I know what it is. So these steaks right here, both of them, have actually been inside marinated for a year. A year. In mayo and olive oil.
That even tastes good.
That is quite a bit. I'm just kidding. For 30 days. So you really do this over the refrigerator, and then whatever the heck you see in there. There's some other really stuff in the refrigerator. I feel like you're going to probably get that. But that's the result, guys. I hope you enjoyed this.
Thing about the beef stock, you can save that for the next time. Beef stock doesn't go off for another 5-6 days.
And I'm very happy. See you guys in the next one. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye. Peace. Oh. Peace.
Now we threw 5 in there, and we're going to take 2 and put them away. I barely have eaten at all today. I had one bit of food that counted for 1,000 to maybe 2,000 kilojoules. Not calories, kilojoules. So that's roughly to nearly this or that, I don't know. Excuse me. Gassy.
This is a skirt steak, and it's going to be perfect for this application. We're going to turn it into dust, and here's how. The first thing is we used to cook it more. We're not necessarily with a good amount of salt, but especially around.
You know, I've been having this in the fridge, and then I breathe out, and I can see my breath. That's how you know it's cold. Currently, my back is frozen.
See, I'm going to be using the same method that is called freeze dry. But the machine does is draws out moisture.
Sorry, it's taking a bit. That's the thing with pies.
Once that's done, we do my freeze drying it goes for 24 hours. And once the whole process is done, this is what I'm left with. The other one I had mushrooms. Now, if you still have belts, you can see how bone dry this really is. And surprisingly enough, if you ever want to bring it up tonight, all you have to do is add moisture. But that's not what we're about to do. Create the dust, throw everything in the blender, process it on high, and here we have it. Steak dust. Since it's completely
Steak dust. Sounds good. We have this similar thing here in South Africa called biltong dust. Biltong spice. Basically, it's biltong that has been dried very much and then basically blended into a fine powder, which then you can add into different foods. Which tastes very delicious, I'm going to say right now. I'm going to say right now as well, biltong beats beef jerky. All the time. Anytime.
About 10 minutes. Once that's done, you are left with bone marrow cabinet. As you can see, it looks just like regular oil. However, the taste is a whole different level.
Actually, I'm going to leave that for another 2 minutes. Just 2 more minutes, and then I'll take it out. We'll take out my amount that I'm going to eat.
A while back, I made the recipe, and it's still available for you today. But this one is going to be a little bit different. As I'll be making a normal one, but one that will be red. I'm trying to trick my friends on another thing. When they see red, well, they think spicy. You see, I'm trying to play with their senses. But here's how I make it up.
First, I combine flour, sugar, and yeast. Mix everything well, then add the salt. After mixing a little bit more, I added the bone marrow mixed with water. Oh, yes.
Okay, while we wait, what do I say? Oh yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed their Easter and all that, even though it's people who don't celebrate Easter and see it as just another everyday thing, an everyday day. Hope you had a good day that day. And me, I'm just, mine was good. You know, as I said, and I've said on videos on TikTok, and I've said videos on here, that I found my way back to God a few times, and you know, I will literally never blame him ever again, because I know it's not his fault on certain things. It's just how the human race works. But again, I'm not going to force it on anybody. You choose. If you don't want to believe in that, that's your choice and everything. But you'll just have to see. Alright, enough talk on that. Let's go check out the pies again.
Salt and started to blend everything. And little by little, I added the bone marrow. This will emulsify everything together, making it a delicious meal. I didn't know this would taste good just like this. But we're not done yet. As to make it spicy, I'm going to be using some chipotle. And if you've never had it, it's just smoked out.
Alright, 10 minutes are over. Time to let those pups in. Again, they need to learn to be outside. Come on. Come on. Come on in.
That one, I just threw some pickle in, mixed everything around, and that's it. Next up, make a cheese sauce.
Hey boys, you want to be on the video? Come here. Oh, here are my boys. These are my two boys. This one's a big boy and this one's a small boy. Love you two. Oh, they're naughty little pups, but they're still learning. So, while those finish off, let us dig in. That is a nice, hearty meal. Let's go for it.
Because after about an hour, it's ready. Now we gotta talk about the beef chicken. The first thing you gotta do is to fry them up. If you want to soak your chicken,
there you go. Nicely cooked in the middle. Take some of that gravy. It's nice and thick.
The flour is just as important. I started with all-purpose flour and seasoned it properly with a good amount of salt. Mix everything well, and it's time to finish up the chicken. At least let it marinate for 1 hour. As once that's done, you want to combine it with the flour, remove all of the excess, and you really need to fry the whole thing with bone marrow. Yes.
Take these green beans.
Chicken. I told you I will make this chicken taste like a steak, and this is gonna definitely help. Because all we're really looking for is a nice, beautiful crust and that wonderful flavor of bone marrow. This is going to take my chicken sandwich to a whole nother level. Because once I was done, we got all of our chickens ready, and now it's time to do it. For the first one, I got a normal butter, spread it with cheese sauce, followed by a few slices of pickled cucumbers, that beautiful bone marrow chicken, a little bit more cheese sauce, the bone marrow mayo, and some celery seeds right on top. On the top one, I added the spicy mayo, then I even put it on top of the sandwich. This is just the first one, because for the next one, I started with the red bun, followed by the cheese sauce, the cucumbers, the beautiful bone marrow chicken. I also added the mayo and the secret ingredient, steak dust. To finish it off, I added the spicy bone marrow right on the top bun and crowned this incredible sandwich.
Gonna take a bit of that. Take a bit of that.
Let's make the spicy version. For that, I dumped all of the bone marrow and the fried oil in the bowl, in with my chicken, and take a look at this.
This is absolutely divine. So good. Alright. I'm gonna finish this off while I watch a bit of TV and that, and later on do a bit of a workout, just to basically push my body in that. I haven't been able to do a proper workout lately because of the whole rain and the cold and everything, and I'm still getting over the flu. But I did lose about 5 kilos, so I plan to get all the way to 100 kilos and maybe even get lower. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming to the live stream. Please come to more, and if you want to learn a few tips here and there, please come back to the to these lives once they have been posted, to basically watch them over, see what tips you can take here and there, and just have a good time. And know that I'm still human. I can mess up here and there, and things do happen, but that's just how life works. So, to everyone, I love you all. Have a great night. God bless. And until we get it on a t-shirt or a bottle, stay hydrated. God bless, ladies and gentlemen.